Nice to see some of our recent graduates of the OASIS training that we just conducted last week, where we had some new coaches join our team. And for everyone else here that has gone through the OASIS coach training before, I'm Kelly Cluthy. I'm a new member of the OASIS team. I just joined about 2 months ago, and I am a research assistant. So I'll be the person that you'll probably be interacting with the most from here on out. I know in the past it's typically been Hannah here, but she's transitioning to a new role within the team. So she's here more for support and backup and all that good stuff. All right, so here's some things that we're going to cover today. We're going to just go around the room here, introduce ourselves. We do have some updates that have been made to the parent handbook. We wanted some feedback on the activity appendix that was recently added. And then we've got basically just some time for answering questions or discussing things that might be going well or things that you maybe need some support on. All right, so to kick off introductions, I see Anne is in the top left of my screen. So if you just want to tell us who you are, maybe where you are, and then kick it to the next person.
All right. My name's Ann Paley, and I'm up in Alaska, and I'm one of the newbies, right, that just finished my training.
Yep. So welcome to the group.
And I see, I don't know if it's a first name or last name, Sumaya. Did I say it right?
Yeah, we met in Seattle.
I sat next to you at that workshop.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So my name is Sumaya. I'm from Vancouver. I did the OASIS program, I believe, back in February or so. And yeah, here we are.
That's a cool connection there that you both sat next to each other.
Hi.
Oh,
My name is Teresa. I don't quite remember when I finished my training. I think it was last year, September. And I'm from Malaysia. And I know the resort, we have a Carmen too. We work together.
Yeah.
From Malaysia, yeah. So it's 1 a.m. for me. Sorry, that's why I just woke up. Yeah. So sorry.
Well, thank you for your dedication to be here in the middle of the night. That's really cool.
I hope I can stay as long as I could, because I have a toddler that might wake up in the middle of the night, so then I have to attend to him. Yeah, just try our best. I'll try my best.
Glad you were able to make it. What we heard from that. Allie, you want to go?
Hi, I'm Allie. I am from Southeast Kansas. I've been an OASIS coach for a long time. I actually don't remember what year I went through the training, but it's been a while. And I recently went through trainer training. So now I am an OASIS trainer. So I can train coaches as well. Just did that last month.
Kick it over to Amanda.
I'm not sure if these headphones had a microphone component. Can you guys hear me on it? Yeah, oh, good. So my name's Amanda, and I did the OASIS training back in the past September, and I've moved 3 families through until about chapter 6. That's where I'm at.
Very cool. Let's see. Sandra, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everyone. My name is Sandra, and I'm from Kansas, and I work for Juniper Garden. I don't have any experience coaching, so this is very new for me. We are starting a new program to start coaching with the Spanish mom. So I'm learning, and I'm still, yeah.
Yeah, Sandra's helping us a lot with the Spanish materials for OASIS. Really appreciate her work. All right, who hasn't gone yet? Let's see,
Yeah.
have we heard from Alicia yet?
No, so my name is Alicia. I'm in the Chicagoland area. I'm also a newbie like Anne, and I'm excited to be here. Thanks so much for the opportunity.
You can make it. Let's see, Carmen?
Hi, I'm Carmen. I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia with Samaya. We worked together. We did Oasis training in February, and I'm happy to be here and meeting all of you in the program as well.
And then I think Lydia is part of the Oasis team here, but if you just want to say hey, go for it.
Oh, camera's not on. Hi, I'm Lydia. I'm sick today, so I'm going to keep my face hidden as much as possible. But I'm one of the trainers. I actually trained a couple of y'all. I was on the team, so I'm still learning. So I'm here to learn even more from all of you. So, hi.
All right, I think that's everyone. All right, so again, thank you all so much for showing up, especially some of our newbies who just got out of coach training themselves last week and are already here for their first coach call. And this is a great way for some of the people who have done this for a while to connect with some of the newer people and maybe give some tips and tricks. But before we get into more of the discussion, we just wanted to mention a few different updates that have happened to the Oasis materials over the last couple of months. The biggest one is the difference between version 4 and version 5. The more recent people, you have version 5. If you went through Oasis training a few years ago, version 4 might be what you have. The only difference here really is that we swapped the order of these 2 units. And for people who are enrolled in the version 4 Moodle, there should be a prompt that will tell parents like where the differences are so they hopefully don't get too lost in the manual. Has anyone had any problems with this change or trying to help navigate parents through it?
I would say that I haven't had any particular issues with it.
Okay.
Other than like with the individual parents, as a coach, it's been a little tricky because I have one family that's in version 4 because they started during version 4.
Okay.
And another one that's on version 5. And so I have to keep like a couple different sets of materials in front of me, but it's just remembering that. And once that family finishes, I'll be past that. But that's the only barrier I've had with it so far.
Okay, I'm going to jot down some notes here too of your feedback as we go through these. But the good news here is that the other exciting update we have is now we offer ebooks of some of the manuals. So you all should have access to the parent handbook as well as the coach protocol. And the ebooks are the most recent versions. So if you do have parents who are using like the version 4, you may want to direct them to the ebooks because those are always going to be the most recently updated things that we have. And to help you figure out where those are, we added you all to another Moodle course that's titled Resources for Coaches here. And there is a form that you can fill out and request still a hard copy. So if you do have some parents that are on version 4 and they would really like the hard copy, they can request one for version 5. And once we get that, we can send that out to them. This is really just to keep our small team here at Oasis from having to print and bind and mail out everything ourselves, which is a time-consuming process. So we're hoping that these ebooks kind of make things easier for all of you as well as for our team. The ebooks, if you haven't seen them yet, are real slick. They're easy to use. And I think they're a little bit easier to navigate because when you go in and take a look at one, there's a table of contents at the top here, where if you open it up, you can click on basically any section and it will take you directly to there. One thing I see Amanda's doing some hand clapping there. Is that a question as well, or is that?
Yes, it was meant to be a question and I apologize, but you did a great job of doing it.
Okay, great. Well, hopefully this was a thing that might help you all as you are helping your parents. I think it's been a really awesome tool for us to use internally. So hopefully this is useful for you all as well. Um,
The actual question though, like it was meant to be a question, I just ended up recording, is are you doing both paper copy and then there's option of an ebook, or are all new families getting only the ebook?
We are still, let's see. Hannah, are you on? Or can you help me maybe answer that? Are we
Yes.
doing defaulting the ebooks?
So for now, we're still kind of developing what that process is going to look like. I think eventually, when parents register, they're going to have the option to choose whether they would like an ebook or a hard copy. For now, we're still sending them out the hard copy of the parent handbook while we figure out a process that's going to work for everyone. And if they do have a hard copy, but would also like access to the ebook, that's also available for them. So for now, we're kind of in that limbo of we don't have a hard process yet for that, but ideally we would like to not print materials for people who don't want printed materials so that, save the planet and save our time a little bit. But we also know that some people do learn better and work better with a physical material. So we will keep you guys posted if and when that process changes. And if we do start defaulting to ebooks, we'll always send you guys updates on that.
Thanks, Hannah. So we do want to also just point out here, if you are using the ebooks and your families are using like a paper copy, the page numbers don't necessarily line up when we put it into the ebook format. It changed the page numbers like 1 or 2 off from the hard copies. So we just recommend if you're having a hard time finding, like making sure everyone's on the same page, just to give them the name of like the title or the unit that you're in to help alleviate some of those navigation issues that might. One thing that we did want some feedback on is the activity appendix that's now available for you as you work with your families. Our goal here was really trying to make it so you could tailor different activities to your specific families across like a bunch of different age groups and skill sets and things like that. I know sometimes the training doesn't necessarily tell you like what could be appropriate for different like kids of different ages or whatever. So this was more of a list of things that are available that might work for teaching some of these skills. So we just really want to know, like, is anyone using this as part of version 5, and has this been helpful to you all? Well, if you're okay, there's no feedback. If you haven't seen it, I'll go back into the ebook here. Basically, there's at the end of here, there should be a index of a bunch of activities that you can use with your parents, so you're not like coming up with things on the fly. It's supposed to just like give you something to work on, or their parents could work on as well between sessions. So there's all sorts of like skills broken out into different groups to give you something to go off of as you are conducting sessions with parents. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful to you as well, and maybe takes a little bit off your plate when trying to come up with activities. Okay, so I'm seeing Amanda in the chat saying haven't used version 5 yet. Families have been grandfathered into version 4. Okay, if you want to start making that transition to 5, Amanda, the ebook is the most readily available version of that. But again, if you want hard copies, we can send those out to you as well. And then I just was showing you everything within our Moodle course here, but this is where, in addition to the ebooks, we have some other materials that might be helpful for you as well, especially for our people who have just finished the OASIS coach training. Go back to our little Moodle site here. Underneath